Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever the time may be. I'm going to explain to you a little bit about what Unit 3 is and what you will be doing. And it's a little bit different than what we've already done. So it's more of a research activity unit than anything else. So if you'll follow along with me in the video, I'm going to go ahead and click on Unit 3 geographic regions. Now mine might look a little different because it's the teacher view, but it still says the same stuff. All right, so geographic regions. There are 6 geographic regions in Arkansas, and you will learn a little bit about them. In fact, I need to write down, I have to fix the objectives, or actually add to the objectives. Objectives, because they're not complete. Okay. So if you take a look at, once you look at the objectives, I definitely want you to look at the Arkansas regions. That's underneath the objectives. And this will give you a pop-up of the textbook that we would have used if you were in class. In fact, the class, if you're in class, you're going to be using this too. So if you make that bigger, you're going to get 6 pages because there are 6 Arkansas regions. And each page will tell you about one specific region. And so what I would like you to do is take notes. Now, we have practiced taking notes in Unit 2, and this time I want you to practice doing it on your own. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can do this. You can make a spreadsheet, like a Sheets in Google. If you haven't used that, you might want to check that out. Or you can get a piece of paper or your notebook and start with a title that says 6 Arkansas regions, or however you want to title it. And then you'll have 6 different sections. And again, you can do it as any way you want to. Now, my biggest thing would be I would not take notes and write every single thing down, because basically you would be copying the textbook. All right. So you need to figure out what is going to be the most important. So for example, the Ouachita Mountains. So it starts off telling, usually every single page will talk about where the location is. That's going to be important. So you could just put location equals southwest area of Arkansas, or AR. If there's anything unique, it says this is unique. It runs east and west instead of north and south. Okay, add that. Let's see, and it talks about the geography of rounded peaks, valleys, where people established large cotton and corn farms. So that's historical stuff. Okay, and again, there's some more historical stuff. Before the Civil War, farms had slaves, but today, Ouachita Mountains include cattle, horses, chickens, soybeans, corn, and cotton are also grown in some of the valleys. So there could be like 4 different points here, perhaps, because there's 4 different paragraphs. So Ouachita Mountain forests. So this might be something you would write down. So you could say the forest equal hardwood trees like hickory, oak, and softwood, such as pines. It looks like timber industry was a big deal, and it's still a big deal today. Okay. Tourism, because people want to go to some of these areas for vacation or just to go check it out. So it says tourism is a big deal, has a lot of lakes, and people bird watch, fish, boat, and water ski. So that it talks about the different lakes that a lot of people go to, like DeGray, Hamilton, Catherine, Grierson, and Lake Ouachita. Hot Springs is in this area. So it's talking about some of the bigger towns or cities that are there. Hot Springs is a big tourist place too, because of the natural thermal springs. Interesting. All right. So so that's what I would do first is to take notes using these 6 pages for each region. And what's really cool is that they give you a map and it shows you where, and so that could be part of your notes, is you can draw Arkansas and maybe write or draw in the regions and label them. That would be, I think, most beneficial to you. Okay, because eventually you're going to take a quiz and you can use the notes on them. All right, so that's what the Arkansas regions, and you definitely need to use these descriptions for each geographic region you research and project. So once you click this, then you'll be able to actually watch some videos on each specific region, and they're not very long, but I do want you to watch these videos and you can add to your notes. Okay, so an intro to the Ozark Mountains, and then what is it like today? And again, I don't think they're very long. I think between 5 and 7 minutes maybe. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do for the next couple of weeks. It probably won't take you that long, but I do want to give you as much time as we need. The time now is 9:31, and that is the end of second period. Okay. So then you get to go to the Arkansas Region Postcard activity. And it's not going to let you go there until you've clicked on all these things and watched them. Then you have a quiz to take, which again you can use your notes on. And then there's a postcard project, which should be self-explanatory. I may do a separate video to explain that. Okay, but I just wanted to give you an introduction of what this unit is going to be about and how I want you to tackle it. Okay, email me, message me if you have any questions. Okay.